actors and actresses deal with the stress of hair and makeup on set, but did you ever think that their on-screen makeup and prosthetics might be taking a toll on them? Anyone who wears makeup knows just how annoying putting it on and taking it all off again can be. But wait till you see the painstaking process that these 15 actors were put through in their makeup transformations. They paint the actress's body, which every woman knows is our dream come true. In order to keep herself up and at 'em during the application process, Lawrence would either stand or work out on a bicycle to keep her blood pumping. Not only was Lawrence's full blue bodysuit of makeup arduous to get on, but it was painful to keep on, as the actress reported the blue paint to be irritating to her skin, causing boils and blisters to happen to make you feel truly grateful for your own makeup routine. Stick around to see how these actors and actresses dealt with these sticky makeovers. After 20 different makeup tests to find the perfect shade of blue for Jennifer Lawrence's character Mystique, the process of completing this actress's makeup for the X-Men film was already proving to be challenging. Can you believe it took 6 girls 7 hours to fully comfortable? How much for this boost? From a full-blown head cast to hours of makeup, it's no wonder Anne Hathaway needed to vent about her makeup experience for the Witches movie. She took to Instagram and called her makeup look her resting witch face. After sitting through having her whole head enveloped in whatever that is, in order to mold her face, she fitted with a hunchback to make her character that much more believable, the star fell victim to a pulled nerve, causing her lots of pain. The thickness of her costume caused even more sweaty discomfort that the actress had to deal with during her time on set. She even said, "I have a trapped nerve in my back that I had to get massaged out after playing her for so long." It was very unflexion.
Apparently they've simplified the bluing of you. Turns out they never had to do 8 hours of full-blown body paint ever.
As much as the prosthetics used on Anya Chalotra may have added to her role on the set of The Witcher, the very same prosthetics that enhanced her acting abilities also caused her physical harm.
And the costume and the blood and the sweat.
After being at a time, ouch.
And it was like living out some childhood fantasy.
You know that being in such intense makeup for his role as Vision was in no way comfortable, as Paul Bettany is seen ripping off his full-face makeup, which might be the most painful part of the process. This makeup look takes the actor only an hour and a half of application time. Now, Angelina stated in an interview,
we didn't want her to be somebody that when you were staring at her during a real dramatic scene, that you were distracted by her makeup.
So it had to be extreme, but her soul had to come out. Despite its simplicity, this makeup look took a full 3 hours to apply and 1 hour to take off every day. And Jolie wore it for 16 hours for prosthetics. Hathaway must have needed to take a well-deserved breather from her makeup process.
If you notice, in the length of the video, because it's a time lapse, I got stuck.
After insisting upon the use of prosthetics herself, Angelina Jolie was fitted with cheek, nose, ear, and teeth prosthetics to bring her character in Maleficent to life. The Rings actor had to work on alternate days in order to give his skin a break from the harsh makeup process.
You can't really save your brows even for the rest of it.
In order to transform lead actor Jacob Tremblay into a boy with the genetic disorder Treacher-Collins syndrome, makeup artists needed full-body prosthetics to make it work. The makeup itself took an hour and a half of pain because of the time that went into the look. Reynolds was a good sport, maybe even too good of a sport, as he pranked his makeup artist by ripping off his facial prosthetics after hours of application. During John Rhys Davies' startling transformation into Gimli, the actor had to face terrible makeup processes, which left him barely able to see and made his skin break out in an allergic reaction. But not too shabby compared to some of the other actors on this list. The most uncomfortable part of Bettany's prosthetic setup is his lack of hearing, with makeup artists having to make adjustments to his prosthetics in order for him to be able to hear at all.
I didn't think for a minute what that was actually going to mean to me physically.
Ryan Reynolds' painful makeup application for his character Deadpool was truly grueling because of any of the characters in Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was very challenging, especially a female. It had to be sexy and kind of comic book, but believable.
This makeup look was so intense it took 5 hours of application and even required Karen to shave her head.
She knew this going into the audition process, but didn't really get a chance to process the bald-headed change until Tasha's role as Leaf was no exception to this imaginative creativity. The most painful thing about this makeover process was definitely its runtime, as Kai had to sit for nearly 10 hours to get this makeup on and ready for the spotlight.
I sat in the chair for 10 hours, top to bottom, including the wig.
Even makeup artist David Wright calls Nebula's makeup look the most complex and interestingly meticulous application, and suited Jacob up in a full head of prosthetics. No way is it comfortable wearing a fake face and head for 9 whole hours of shooting.
It was like there was a nice cozy one to play around with.
Game of Thrones is known for its creative and interesting character design. Kai Alexander got the role. I don't know if dedication to a makeup look gets more uncomfortable than that.
And I might have done something a little bit crazy.
This not very well-known actress has had an even less well-known transformation into Pepper from American Horror Story Asylum. The makeup look that transformed her into Pepper takes about 3 hours and 2 makeup artists, including blinding her in one eye with a contact lens and setting her up with a pair of fake teeth. Imagine sitting in makeup for 3 hours and then having to walk around half blind afterwards. How uncomfortable. The most uncomfortable part of Radomir's transformation into the directions definitely made for an uncomfortable experience on the Game of Thrones set.
It looks like easy, but definitely is not easy.
Another leading woman who had to deal with the absolute torture of full-body makeup application is Zoe Saldana, in her role as Night King in the Game of Thrones series. Has to be the 6.5, you heard me, 6.5 hours of sitting in the makeup chair. Then, once in full Night King garb, the actor had to remember not to blink while in character. The combo of painstaking makeup application and these intense staged Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy. Just like J-Law, she had to deal with the trials and tribulations of many color tests to get her to be the perfect shade of green. The Marvel franchise star revealed just how long it took to apply all of her makeup. Over 3 hours, and with the help of 2 separate makeup artists. Zoe is quoted saying, "Set." Her makeup artist Jeremy Woodhead is quoted saying, even with all the discomfort she was going through, it was